Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharita and I'd like to welcome you here. And in today's video, as you can see, we are going to be getting into my perfume tray for November. And wow, you guys, November is here. I seriously just cannot believe that we are officially in holiday season. That's crazy when I think about it. But if you have never been to my channel before, or if you're not subscribed, just make sure that you are subscribed, double check. And if you do find any value in the content, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up as it helps my channel to grow. So these fragrances, I have talked about them all on my channel before, but I got so many new fragrances in last week, you guys. Like, it was crazy. So I'm going to do a whole completely separate haul, but please know that I will be wearing all the newbies that are not pictured here, in addition to these. These are all, I mean, just so perfect and beautiful for this time of year. So let's just jump right in. So the first one we're going to start with is the star of the vanilla world right now. I should say vanilla designer world. And this is Burberry Goddess. And this one was a blind buy. It totally took me by surprise. But when I tell you, I was so like pleasantly surprised because I expected for this fragrance to disappoint me just a little. Okay, I did not have high hopes. And it really did exceed my expectations. It's very classy, simple, vanilla lavender scent, but it will not give you a Mon Guerlain vibe, and not, at least not to my nose. That was my fear when I saw lavender vanilla. I automatically went there, but this one is not. It doesn't have that strong floral presence like your Mon Guerlain has. It really is like a vanilla caviar, which is like the vanilla beans and the pulp, you know, inside your vanilla pod. It's a very true to form, you know, vanilla. And then you've got this very gentle lavender, almost like, I would say like spa quality lavender, not like super harsh, overly aromatic lavender. I would say like you have in your Mon Guerlain. This is very smooth and subtle and just a hair understated. Compared to the lavenders that we are seeing in the designer world anyway, like your Leaves or, like I said, Mon Guerlain. It's just in a league of its own, and I really do enjoy this one, and it's just an overdose of classy vanilla, and I cannot speak highly enough of this one, and I'm absolutely loving this trend that the designers are starting to give us. Vanilla on vanilla on vanilla, because I'm so tired of the overly sweet white florals. Like, that is all they're hitting us with, and it's so overdone, and I'm so over it. So thank you, whoever decided to go in this direction, Burberry Goddess, okay? All right, next up is a vanilla. It's like so many vanillas when I look around. No, it's like we're not shocked, okay? This is the Shalimar Millesime Tonka version. And this one was the one that came out not last year, but I think the year prior to. And it sold out immediately. So this is why I've had it a while, but as you can see, the dent is not huge. It's just because I will probably never be able to get my hands on this once it's gone. So I really do reserve it for like a special occasion or special time. But I am really going to start digging into this this winter, fall and winter, because I don't want it to expire. I don't want it to go bad. So I'm going to really start giving it wears, but it is so gorgeous, you guys. It's almost like a little bit more of a feminine take on Tonka Imperial mixed with some florals, if you could imagine that. And it's so soft, but it's a little decadent. It's beautifully done Tonka fragrance, and I can't wait to like really wear it out because it really is gorgeous. All right, and so moving to the back here, this next one is from the house of EPC, Experimental Perfume Club, and this is Tonka Sesame. This is so beautiful. It's very heavy on the Tonka and sesame. It's like a really nutty, sweet experience, but it's very refined and very classy. So if you're into like those nuttier fragrances, and I feel like there's like a little bit of an aromatic quality, or maybe it's just a cedar, something in it, it's giving it like a slightly unisex vibe. It is sweet, it is nutty, but I would say very straight up and down unisex. It doesn't lean super feminine, even though it is sweet, but I wouldn't say it leans masculine either. It's really right in the middle, if you ask me. But it's so good. It is so good. And if you haven't, you know, experienced anything from this house, because this one is newer to me, I highly suggest you trying the discovery set, because I feel like they will have something for everyone. Like just sampling, you know, all the fragrances they had. They had so many beautiful ones, and I feel like you'll be able to find a love for you out of that batch. So I will have a discount code, I think. Oh my goodness. Yes, I will have a discount code. Just check the description box. So if you're interested in saving 10%, then you can do so when you purchase directly from the house. So moving on back here is the discontinued. Let me get this so it doesn't. The discontinued, but ever beautiful. Y'all forgive my nails. I'm trying to give my fingers, my nail beds a break. FEVE Delicieuses by Christian Dior. I'm so sad this is being discontinued. I don't know why I'm sad, really, because I will never be able to get through this whole bottle, honestly. But it's just such a treat of a fragrance. It is, you know, the refinement, the class that we know and love, you know, with this line. But it's a gourmand, you guys. When I say the gourmand is gourmanding, it's a gourmand. You have got some cherry, you've got some chocolate, you've got some milk, you've got a little bit of lavender in the opening, mint. It's very complex. It's a lot going on in the scent, but it comes together to create literally one of the most delicious gourmands in my entire collection. But again, like I said, very refined. Amazing projection and longevity on this one, which is why the dent is where it is, because I definitely wear it in fall and winter. And we officially have freezing temperatures here in Georgia, okay, for like 2 days. So it's 32 degrees, and you best believe this was my scent of the day, and I paired it with this. So I smell like an entire sweet tooth, okay? But we'll get to tobacco honey next, okay? So tobacco honey. Oh my gosh, what can I say? This one, it was a love at first sniff, okay? Blind buy, very pricey, expensive blind buy. But I was not disappointed at all. I find that this one it's a little on the polarizing side. I feel like either you love it, or you just like, no, this is not for me. Now, this one is just, you have to love honey. Like, if you don't love honey to the fullest, please don't go near this fragrance, because it's probably not going to be for you. And I know honey in general can be a challenging note or a tough note for some, just in general. And then, you know, just depending on the way it's done. So this is very, very heavy on the honey, heavy on the vanilla. There are beautiful spices throughout, you know, the fragrance. And then you have this gorgeously done tobacco, you know, kind of creeping in throughout the mid and the dry down. And it becomes more prominent, you know, as you go throughout the life of the fragrance. But it is a stunning tobacco scent. So if you're into those sweet tobacco fragrances, unisex, but some people think this leans quite masculine. I think it's perfectly unisex, but I can totally, like, tobacco spiciness, like, I can totally see a lot of women thinking this leans a little masculine. So definitely try before you buy, especially at that price point. And y'all, did y'all see the new Guerlains that are about to drop? I thought that they would be twice their price, but it's still really pricey. $500 and something for a 50 ml. I don't know about that. I will definitely try to get my nose on it, just so I can tell you my thoughts, but I don't know if I'll be purchasing one of the extracts at that price point. Okay, so here we are. Okay, another vanilla. And we are not surprised. So this is ALTHAIR, and this is from Perfumes, and they really did a bang up job with this one. So this one is going to be your bourbon vanilla, okay? But it's very powdery, it's very musky. It's got all these like florals running throughout. And you know what, you guys? It's just, why? Why would they put this in the masculine line bottle? I don't know, because they really could have went either way. But somewhere in the process, ooh, y'all can see my toes. Somewhere in the process, they said, you know, we're gonna put this in the masculine line. But if they put it, I swear, if they did a double release in both those, the feminine and the masculine bottles, they probably would have just doubled the dang sales. Because as you can see, here on YouTube, the women are feeling it. The women are wearing it. I still haven't quite come across anyone, you know, just in the perfume reviewing world that thinks it leans just a little too masculine for their taste. It may not work for them, but I still really don't get the consensus that it's too masculine, according to the girls. Okay, so definitely try this one out. It is pricey, but you guys, you can save buying through Selfridges. I be preaching this to you all the time. Get your membership. They have gone up on the membership. It used to be $50 for the year, now $65. But guess what? It's still going to pay for itself within your first purchase if you're big on purchasing these really pricey niche fragrances. The big bottle of this now, I have the little bottle. Big bottle, okay? $250. I think with the tax is $270, okay? But this here, the big ones, is like $380, $350, something ridiculous like that in the States. So save, buy from Selfridges. I will have a US and a Selfridges link in the description box, so whichever works for you. But it's sold out at Selfridges because all the US girlies were buying it up when they dropped, you know, the release, and we could see, and we saw we could save like a grip. They sold it out, but it came back in stock last week. So hopefully at the time this video airs, it's still in stock, but again, I will have them both linked below. Now behind it is this little beauty right here. I said I will be adding this one during the Sephora sale, which is what I was waiting on, and you dang sure better believe I got this Cafe Oud in my collection, baby. So what made me absolutely fall in love with this scent, I got the mini, okay? I loved it. Well, I was gifted the mini. I loved it. But y'all, the daggone atomizer broke on me. And so, like, literally my mini, it stops here. And it's not one you can just, like, screw off. No, it's like the bottle is just, it will not be used. I might as well throw it away because I can't spray it anymore and I can't really get inside of it. But what really made me want to get it, y'all see this little BACCARAT set right here that Mona gifted to the girl? That is what made me say, okay, I'm gonna need a full bottle of the Oud Cafe, because they have the BACCARAT chip, the Oud chips that you burn in the little burner. They have it in every scent from the Oudgasm line. And so I was gifted the Cafe Oud chips. And when I tell y'all that thing be having your house smelling so good for days, 4 days. The very first evening, well, actually, I started burning them, I would say midday, probably like noon, okay? So fast forward a good 6-7 hours later, and this is only after burning these chips for like 3 minutes, okay? Because you don't let them just consistently burn. It automatically shuts off, and then, you know, you have to put the chips back in there because you don't need a lot. It's not like a candle. You don't have to consistently have it burning for it to do its thing. So I burned them like twice, a couple minutes. And then like 7 hours later, I opened the door for the Instacart lady. She stopped mid-sentence because I had to sign for my wine. And she was like, oh, whoa, it smells so good in here. And she said, I don't know what, she commented on it twice, y'all. She said, I don't know what candle or what home scent that is, but baby, it smells amazing. I was like, you can still smell that? Almost like people that smell your perfume, like, you can still smell that? Yes, okay, the BACCARAT was still BACCARAting. So if you're into incense, if you're into, you know, home scents, don't sleep on these, okay? I think they're only available through Huda. Don't sleep on them. Do not, because I will be getting a whole collection for my family at stocking stuffers this Christmas. All right, so moving on. Oh my God. When I say the treat of the season, okay? I don't know. I just feel like Simply Aisha literally put all of the world onto this fragrance because she's talked about it for years. And when it came back in stock, because it's not something that is just continuously in stock. So this is a re-release, Ginger Biscuit. And it just flew off the shelves. It was selling out everywhere. I think it's sold out at Sephora now. I think Macy's had it. Like, you have to check around. People still have it in stock. I bought mine from Jo Malone direct. Whoa, when I say the packaging, I wish I had done an unboxing, but I'm not big on unboxings because I'm super impatient and I just want to get to the goods and spray it on my skin. So I don't have the original packaging, but it was top tier, okay? And then the bottle is just so stinking cute. I cannot. I'm obsessed with this scent, and so is my daughter. You literally will smell like a refined, classy, slightly aromatic ginger snap. That's what you're gonna smell like. So if you're looking for a perfectly, you know, great gourmand for this season, then look no further, because that's the girl. I love wearing it with the Fenty. I finally got me the shimmering whipped butter drop that smells like, you know, baked goods. I got this one and I love it. It was all the rave last season, but it sold out quite fast. I don't think I jumped on it when it was finally restocked. Because I was just, oh, Siri, child, nobody asked you nothing, Siri. Oh my God, hold on. Okay. All right, so what was I? Jesus. Okay, so I didn't hop on it, but for some reason I wanted to add it this season, just because I am trying to get some more sweet body butters and things added into my little wardrobe right now. So I picked it up and it's absolutely delicious. You need it if you like slightly spicy. You smell like almost like a little slice of like a vanilla spice cake, if that makes any sense. It's not overly foody, but it's sweet, like just the right amount. And the shimmer on it is not at all obnoxious or chunky or overly sparkly, like at all. So you don't even have to worry about that, because I'm not into stuff like that. All right, so this one is from the House of Navitus. And yes, you guys, my perfume will be launching in November with Navitus. So stay tuned, because guess what? The launch date will be announced soon, but it will be in the first half of November. I can tell you that. I cannot give you the exact date because I ain't gonna throw out no hints and clues until I get the official email. But y'all, Splendor Absolute is a really gorgeous unisex, like fresher take on a vanilla scent. Speaking of fresher takes on vanilla, that doggone vanilla Bosca Forte vanilla Aqua Allegoria Guerlain is hitting. Okay, I can't wait to talk about that one in the haul. But back to this one. Okay, so Splendor Absolute it's got some delicious gourmands. I think there's like a touch of chocolate in here. I think there is, I cannot remember all the notes off the top of my head because it's actually quite complex, even though it's easy to wear. Vanilla, a little bit of chocolate. I think there's a little bit of booziness in it. There's quite a big, you know, amount of citrus that keeps it kind of fresh throughout. And I want to say there's like something like nutty in here, but don't quote me on that. But it's gorgeous, and I feel like I have not been wearing it much, but I'm going to, that's why it's on the tray. I'm definitely going to. I placed it on my vanity and just really kind of forgot about wearing it. So that's the importance of a tray, you guys. It's not to confine you to wearing specific fragrances necessarily. Like, I still go outside of my tray. Like, let's be real, because I get through my fragrances. But I want these to, you know, be guaranteed a couple wears. That's the purpose of the tray, to make sure that you're not neglecting them. Now, this one here, very interesting, okay? Now, I was warned. Veronica told me that I was going to have to be adventurous, and it's not say blind buy, but I bought it anyway, all right? JOORI by Kajal is very, like, honeyed rose, but very substantial wearing. It's like very hard to describe. It's very hard to describe. I don't know my full thoughts on it yet because I just haven't given it a full wear. I feel like I really was blown away and loved the opening, and the dry down, it just felt just a hair like super Middle Eastern, slightly masculine, if that makes any sense, whatever that is supposed to mean. That's the vibe I got. But I want to try it now that it's cold. I want to try it, give it a full wear when it's cold, maybe on an off day or something where I can just, you know, kind of sit with it and not be worried about if people are off put by super honey, heavy rose scented work. So I think that's what I'll do to give you my final judgment on that one. But it's a like. It's very interesting, very different. It's not a love. Okay. So next up is going to be, she's back. Okay. She is back. And I hope by the time this video airs, it is not sold out, because they could not keep this dang on BACCARAT Rouge 540 sparkling body oil in stock last year for nothing. I mean, it will sell out like 1 or 2 days, it's gone. So I'm thinking they were more prepared for the rage and the rave. And they also dropped the Oud Satin Mood shimmering body oil. So People have asked me about the longevity of this. This is going to give you extremely long wear. No, it's not going to project like the perfume, but will you smell this? Absolutely. It's still going to project, but you have to keep in mind, this is an oil. So it's really weird when people say, oh, the oil is not projecting on me. Well, they're not made to project. They don't have the alcohol content. You get your projection from the alcohol content. And so this literally has none. But the scent itself is just a strong scent. So it lasts forever on the skin, like a good 8 hours. I wore this last night out and I layered it with another fragrance. And it was simply stunning. Okay, I love it. Did not wear it a lot because I was, you know, oh my God, is it gonna sell out? Is it gonna? So I'm gonna be wearing it liberally this winter. Okay, so last but not least is going to be the reigning queen of vanilla designer fragrances for me. It's just something about this Black Opium La Parfum. I cannot. And it's almost like when I wear it, I like it more and more and more. It's just like you're falling deeper and deeper and deeper into love with the scent. That's how I feel about this. It is definitely a heavy dose of vanilla. Do still have the Black Opium DNA back there, kind of in the backdrop. I'm not going to say it's like hidden and that you barely get it. You get it, but it's so much more subtle. It is not an overwhelming scent. It's not overpowering. It's not going to give you a headache. It's not going to throw people off at the workplace. Trust me. Men love it. Men seem to love it. And again, that extra dose of delicious vanilla-ness, it never hurt nobody. And I feel like they just really did a great job on this fragrance. And like I said, I'm really enjoying, you know, all of the vanillas that they have been bestowing upon us in the designer world. All right. So you guys, let me try to pan out. This is the tray. This is the tray for November. Drop me a comment below and let me know 3 fragrances that you will absolutely make a point to get to that you had been neglecting, or the ones that you just can't get enough of. You've been wearing them and you're still going to be wearing them. I would love to know. So you guys make sure again that you do give the video. Oh, somebody asked for a Yuki cameo. Yuki. She said, don't disturb me watching Cat TV. Say hi. The people want to say hi, Yuki. All right, she not trying to mess with me right now. You guys make sure you drop me a comment and give me a big thumbs up if you found any value in the content. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.